And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sully Anderson Field. About to get started here for game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Harding took game 1 by a score of 5-3. Tigers going to look to bounce back here and even up this series with the number 24 team, the Harding Bisons. They did make it into the top 25 rankings this week after receiving votes last week. So we've got the lineups here for Harding. It's going to be pretty much the exact same lineup we saw last time, actually. So it's going to be Madison Fraley, Nicole Shano, Leah Harris, Chelsea Blankenship, Emma Curry, Jordan Cabana, Hannah Jones, Hannah Garrett, and Ashton Bryce. And the starting pitcher will be Lily Tansky. Like I said, we'll see her after this. Looks like we will have Nikki Schneider, the starting pitcher for Ouachita, here in game number 2. The lineup for the Ouachita looks almost exactly the same, just a few different changes. Shortstop, number 2, Hope. Center fielder, number 14, Heather Brown. Right field, number 6, Callie Jordan. Batting fourth, number 7 is the designated player now, so Jones is out as catcher and the designated player, and Jillian Jones. Then first base is number 19, Madison Miller. Third base, number 11, Jesselyn Aarons. Catching will be number 23, Maddie Terry. Then second base is number 9, Lacey Ornelas, and left field is number 21, Kendall Moyer. Leading things off once again will be Madison Fraley for Harding. She went 0 for 3 earlier in game 1. She'll look at ball 1 from Schneider. So Schneider comes in with a 5.02 ERA. She's 0-5 on the season, making her 6th start. Pitched just 30 2/3 innings where she's given up 22 earned runs. That one's going to be low and get away from Terry. It will be ball 2. Fraley struck out twice in game 1. So Tigers had a chance to win game 1. For those of you who missed it, had loaded the bases with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning in a 2-run ball game, and then got 3 straight outs. Fraley stepping back in. That one's going to be called strike 1. Two ones to count here from Schneider. That one's going to catch that outside part of the zone. A little bit delayed strike call there, but a strike call nonetheless. Make it a 2-2 count. Off speed there is going to be outside. Schneider struggling a little bit this season. Like I said, not quite the numbers we saw last year. And she had for a while, a sub-2 ERA. Like I said, last year had a 2.42 at the end of the season. And batting average before conference tournament was 189. That one's going to be popped up and handled by Aarons for out number 1. That brings up Nicole Shano. Shano, one of the GAC's top 5 in batting. That one's going to be caught in strike 1. Good frame there by Maddie Terry. So Schneider last year was that one's going to be up high. Like I said, a force to be reckoned with last year in the circle. So posted that 2.42 ERA and had 41 strikeouts in 95 innings. A swing and a miss there for strike number 2 on Shano. Shano was 1 for 3 earlier with a ground out, a fly out, and a solo home run and a walk and a run scored. That was going to be inside. Oh, that's going to say it hit her foot. And that's going to put a runner on. Didn't think that hit her, but it looks like it clipped her foot when after it hit the dirt. That brings up Leah Harris. Harris, the first baseman. Batting .410 coming into this one. That one misses for ball 1. That was me inside. That's going to be called strike one. It's going to hit the umpire, and that will let Shano head on into second. Outside again. Schneider kind of staying on that outside part of the zone. It's going to be a 2-1 count. The 2-1. That's going to be swung on and missed for strike two. Two the count. Hit. It's going to be a foul ball. Aaron's laid out for it, but couldn't quite grab it. Good effort by the freshman out at third base. Still a 2-2 count here. The pitch from Schneider. Popped up, back out of play. It'll stay a 2-2 count. Over up on top of the hill. So runner on second base here with one out. That one's going to be up high to make it ball three. And that one's going to miss, and that will be another walk. So 2 free bases here. Puts runners on first and second for Chelsea Blankenship. Blankenship had a heck of a game in game one, where she went 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. Not going to pitch to her much here in this one. That one's going to be up high. Ball one. That's going to be a check swing, but it's going to tip it. That'll be strike one. That one's going to be up high. A good save there by Maddie Terry to lean over and grab that one, but it does make it a 3-1 count now. Swing and a miss for strike two. A big hack there by Blankenship, and that runs the count full. Swing and a miss there. Strike number 3. First strikeout for Nikki Schneider, and that is a big out number 2. Brings up the designated player, number 5, Emma Curry. Popped up, and it will get out of play for strike 1. Curry batting an even 400 on the season. Does have 18 RBIs to her name. It's going to be around the second mark on the Harding team. Up in the zone for ball 1. Curry, the freshman out of Washington, Oklahoma. Schneider will shake off that side. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball there. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Outside, a fantastic snag by Maddie Terry to keep that one from getting away and letting a runner advance to third. 2-2 the count now. The pitch up the middle. That's going to get through. That will be. They're going to send her here home. Here's a throw from Brown in time and got her out at home. What a throw from Brown and what a tag from Maddie Terry for out number 3. It was a great job there. Nobody scores for Harding in the top of the first inning after the fantastic throw from Brown and the great tag from Maddie Terry to get out number 3. Harding goes scoreless there. No runs. That will go down as a hit in the end, I do believe. Yeah, 1 hit, no errors, and they'll leave 2 on base. That will do it for the top half of the first inning. We'll take a short break here and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field for the bottom half of the first inning. Like I said, lineup for the Tigers is going to go Hope Wade, Heather Brown, Callie Jordan, Jillian Jones, Madison Miller, Jocelyn Aarons, Maddie Terry, Lacey Ornelas, and Kendall Moyer. The starting pitcher for the Harding Bisons here in Game 2 is going to be Lily Tansky. Comes in with a 3.81 ERA. She's 5-4 on the year, making her 11th start of the season. Hope Wade's going to step in, batting .391 on the year. Leading batter on this Ouachita squad. First pitch will miss outside for ball 1. Wade, the junior, out of Fort Worth, Texas, and Fossil Ridge High School. Fossil Ridge, the Panthers. That one's going to be out bouncing the dirt for ball 2. Blankenship had to. And that warrants a quick trip to the circle for head coach Ashley Reeves. He said Wade was second on the team in batting average last year with .377, sitting above that mark now. Tansky's been their main pitcher this season, pitching 57 full innings as that one misses for ball 3. I'm not quite sure where that one missed, but I'm not going to complain that it did. 3-0 count now on Wade. Said Wade on base percentage sitting at .404, and it's going to go a little bit up there. Lead off wall for the Tigers. The pitcher, Tansky. A junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Former homeschooler, making her way to Searcy, Arkansas to play for the Bisons. Heather Brown stepping in now. Be strike 1 called. Brown batting .234 on the season. Like I said, Brown has been slowly bringing that batting average up. Called strike 1, or called strike 2. Like I said, after that first 8 games where the Tigers only scored 2 runs, the batting averages for that starting squad was looking a little low, but they're slowly creeping back up. The 0-2 got a battle here, popped up, back behind us. It'll stay an 0-2 count. Got to keep a head on a swivel up here. Like I said, Brown, the junior out of Mount Vernon, Texas. The 0-2. Popped up. That's coming back towards us. It's going to be a little bit behind me. And it's going to land on the bleacher. I was ready for that one. I was tracking it. So I've got Ryan York, the sports editor for the Signal, next to me. He said he's got me. Now, Ryan, I want you to know, I've been trying to catch a ball here for 2.5 years. If you steal it from me, I'll not be happy, as that one goes back into the net to stay a 0-2 count. I want you to know, I've been preparing to catch one. I've been ready. I almost caught one earlier in warm-ups when they overthrew it a little bit and had to block it with my hand before it hit me or the camera earlier when we were setting up. That one's popped up back behind us again. Like I said, Brown's doing a good job at battling here with 2 strikes on her. Like I said, they've come close over the past 2.5 years, but I have not been able to quite catch one yet. We've been trying to. An 0-2 count here on Brown. She's done a great job battling so far. Here's the pitch. That's going to be lifted, but it will be foul again. It'll one-hop the fence, but still just a foul ball. Solid contact there. She had some solid contact that direction in game 1. Said Brown, a staple out in center field the past few years for the Tigers. The 0-2 popped up again. That one's going to be handled by Jones for out number 1. A solid battle by Brown there. Said working up the pitch count doesn't mean near as much in softball as it does in baseball. But I'll bring up Callie Jordan. Jordan, the senior out of Crystal Beach, Texas, and Port Neches High School. Jordan coming in batting .381 on the season. That one's going to be in the dirt. Wade's going to get caught. Not in a rundown. She wanted to go, but it was a good block by Blankenship. I like the idea on that one, but she's going to hold up and stay at first base. Jordan stepping back in. Jordan, elementary education major here at Ouachita. So look at strike 1. It was a little bit on the outside edge, but caught the part of the zone. They don't re-chalk between games here, so it's kind of hard to see exactly where the box is supposed to be. And that's just how it goes. The 1-1. Low, ball 2. Harding crowd not a fan of the strike zone so far. Popped up, back behind us. It'll be strike 2. The 2-2. Off speed. That's going to hit Jordan. I think I heard one of the Harding fans say it hit the bat, but that was about as clear as day on the elbow guard as I've ever seen. But another free base for the Tigers, the second one here. It's the 6th hit batter for Tansky. That's going to hit Jones. Oh, thought it was going to hit Jones, but it did not. But Jones waves the other 2 around, and that'll put runners on second and third with just 1 out now for Jillian Jones. Jones had 2 RBIs in game 1. See what she can do here. One of the count. Way up high, but a good grab by Blankenship. Still ball 2. That one's going to be inside. It's going to hit Jones, and that's going to load the bases. Like I said, caught that inside part of the foot there on Jones. She tried to get out of the way, but that's going to load up the bases for the Tigers for Madison Miller. That is now 2 hit by pitches here in this one. You know, Coach Reeves can't go out there and talk because I think it's on the second one. You got to pull them. So Blankenship's going to go have a word with her pitcher. Madison Miller getting ready to step into the box, a senior from Nashville, starting pitcher in game 1, starting first baseman here. Miller batting 194 on the season, another one of those averages that's been slowly climbing back up. A lot of power in that bat. Haven't seen it quite much this season as we did last year when she led the team in home runs with 7, including 2 grand slams. Has a chance for 1 here. First pitch way up high, ball 1. The 1-0. That one was a little bit high and outside for ball 2. The 2-0. That's going to be low and in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-0 count here. That one's going to miss, and that's going to walk in a run for the Tigers. That is 4 free bases here for the Tigers, and they are now up 1-0. 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches, and then the 1 pop-up. Tigers up 1-0 here. It looks like we will have a pitching change. It looks like this is going to be number 7, Jessica Bridges, stepping in. So the day for Tansky is done, and Bridges steps in. The day is done for Tansky, but the book is not closed, as she will be responsible for all 3 runners on base.
7 for 18.
So we're going to take a quick break, just about a 30-second commercial. I'll tell you more about Bridges when we come back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. And now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day and look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Bridges facing off against Aarons, who shows bunt, pulls back, but it will be caught in strike 1. But like I said, it's Bridges. Jessica Bridges in, the sophomore from Sherman, Texas, and Sherman High School. Got a friend here from up that area, up around Howell. The 0-1, that's going to be lifted into left center. That's going to get down. Another run will score. They're going to wave around Jones. And that's going to be a 2 RBI single for Jesselyn Aarons. Tigers go on top. 3-0 here. Madison Miller made it all the way to third base. A great hit there by Jesselyn Aarons. Bridges came in with a 6.30. Sorry, I'm laughing at the batting or the walk-up song from Maddie Terry. Whose bed have your boots been under by Shania Twain. First pitch there, fastball called. Strike 1, a little bit delayed strike call, but strike call nonetheless. It looked like the right one. But runners on the corners here for Ouachita. They now lead 3-0 with 1 out here. Maddie Terry, a junior out of Paradise, Texas, swings and misses at that one for strike 2. A pre-professional kinesiology major here at Ouachita. So just looking for her first hit of the season here. Just had a few at-bats. So only had 2 at-bats this year. So making her second start. The 0-2 outside, ball 1. Good eye for Maddie Terry. Terry has a chance to come up big here and increase the Tigers' lead or possibly load the bases one more time. Behind her is Lacey Ornelas, standing on deck. The 1-2 up high. Good job laying off there. It's going to be Ball 2. 2-2 count here on Terry. 1 out. Terry, I got to go to a college home group with her, led by author here in town, Ace Collins. That one's going to be up high for ball 3. Terry's worked the count full here. So it's at the home of Ace Collins and Ouachita Education Chair, Dr. Kathy Collins. Every Sunday night, Maddie Terry is there along with a lot of others. Most of the volleyball team shows up. It's a great college home group here. That's going to be swung on and missed for strike 3 on Terry. Out number 2, and that brings up Lacey Ornelas. Ornelas making her sixth start of the year. First pitch there will miss outside for ball 1. Ornelas, like I said, out of Klein Oak High School in Spring, Texas. Another kinesiology major here at Ouachita. Batting .071 on the season. Like I said, hadn't had a ton of chances. Swing and miss at that one for strike 1. Like I said, does have the one hit this year. He's going to hit that one. That's going to be a foul ball. Good job by Madison Miller having to dodge that one to avoid getting hit and an out. 2 outs here on Ornelas. Runners on the corners. One, 2 the count here. 2 outs, runners on the corners. First base playing up. Third base playing about a step back. The 1-2 outside. Good job laying off of that one. The Harding fans not happy with that call. The Ouachita fans, they're not saying anything on that one. The 2-2. 2's across the board here. Inside. The inside part of the plate there misses. Full count here on Lacey Ornelas. So the junior from Spring, Texas could come up big for the Tigers here. The payoff pitch. Hit into the glove of Shano. She's going to throw it in time over to Harris to end the inning. Tigers bat 8 and score 3. 3 runs on just 1 hit, no errors, and they'll leave 2 people on base. Well, the Tigers jump out to a 3-0 lead over the Harding Bisons. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the top half of the second inning here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the second inning here. Due up is going to be 6, 7, and 8. That's going to be popped up by Cabana. Left field, but Moyer's there to make the grab in foul territory. Quick out number 1 there, and that brings up Hannah Jones. Hannah Jones, the shortstop out of Keller, Texas, a senior on this Bison squad. That pitch a little bit high and outside for ball 1. Had to pull back on that one. 1-0 count now. Jones batting 241 on the season now. That one's going to be called strike one. She went 1 for 3 in game one. The 1-1 up high, ball 2. Popped up, and it will get out of play. Be strike 2, though. Jones. Like I said, the two Hannahs back to back here. It's Hannah Jones and Hannah Garrett. The one batting, Jones, spells it without an H. And the one in right field, Hannah Garrett, spells it with an H on the end. Well, an H on the end. They both start with H, of course. I realized how I said that. The 2-2 hit up the middle. Wade's going to charge. Takes a step, fires it over to Miller. In time! Out. Number 2. It was close and a good stretch there by Miller out there at first base. That one was close, but was able to beat it out just by a little bit. Looks like one of the assistants wasn't too happy with that over on Henderson's side. That brings up Hannah Garrett, the Hannah with the H at the end. Called strike 1. Garrett, the junior out of Clifton Park, New York, and Shenandoah High School. Called strike 2. Thought it was Shenandoah, but it does have a W there before the A at the end, so Shenandoah, or I'm assuming it's going to be Shenandoah, but I'm not sure on that one. But the 0-2 off speed popped up into center. Brown's going to come up and make the grab for out number 3. That was a good one there. Off speed looked like she wanted her to swing, but hesitated and popped it up out to center field. They go 3 up, 3 down. Tigers have a chance to add to their 3-0 lead when we get back here at the bottom of the second inning. Tigers up 3-0 over number 24 Harding. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here. Bottom half of the second inning coming up for the Tigers. Due up, it's 9-1-2. It's Moyer, Wade, and Brown. Moyer stepping in here, first at bat of the afternoon. A swing and a miss there for strike 1 on Moyer. So the Tigers, like I said, jumped out early on Harding. They're going to try to see if they can jump out a little bit further here in this inning. Moyer batting .346 on the year. We'll watch ball 1 go by. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. So Moyer, the senior, accounting and finance major out of Lamb Passes, Texas. Lights are on here at Sully Anderson in game 2 of today's doubleheader. The 1-2. It's going to be hit over towards Harris. They're going to call that. And then they are going to call it foul. Either hit in the box or I believe it hit in the box. So Moyer gets another chance. So that one landed in the box there. So it will be just a foul ball. Still a 1-2 count. Coach Reeves wanted to talk to the umpire about that one. Said last week, Harding went up to Durant, Oklahoma, took on Southeastern, and took 2 out of the 3 against the Savage Storm. That one's going to miss outside for ball 2. Southeastern, the team Ouachita won't play until the final home series and on the weekend of April 15th and 16th. Tigers playing a lot of games this year. Had a few canceled as well, though. The 2-2. That one's going to be hit. It'll go foul, and it will get out of play down the left field line. So the Tigers were supposed to play at Delta State last week, but those got rained out. Not Delta State. It was not supposed to be Delta State. They were supposed to play at Mississippi State. Not Mississippi State. Sorry, I got all my teams mixed up here. Mississippi College. They're supposed to be at Mississippi College. The 2-2. That's going to be hit up the middle. Cabana gets under it, gets it over. Not quite in time. As a good throw from Cabana over to Harris. What I was saying was if they're supposed to play at Mississippi College this week, but that got, because Ouachita had to play the series against Oklahoma Baptist on Sunday and Monday, the games Tuesday in Clinton, Mississippi did get postponed. One out now. Back to the top of the lineup for Hope Wade. She walked her first time up, and we'll watch strike 1 go by there. Wade, the elementary education major here at Ouachita. That one's going to be hit into right. Be trouble, but a good grab there by Garrett on the run for out number 2. So that one had just enough air under it to let Garrett get there for 2 outs now. Brings up the center fielder, Heather Brown, popped up to short last time up after a long battle at the plate. Calling strike 1. Bridges has done a good job so far. Coming in and battling off of that one. A swing and a miss there for strike 2. Brown's going to have to battle again. The 0-2. Fouled. Ern's going to be hit fair. And it will be stepped on. I thought that was going to bounce foul, but a 3 unassisted there gets that one. Tigers go 3 up, 3 down. So through 2, Tigers holding on to that 3-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with the top half of the third as Harding tries to answer back to the Tigers. We'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. The 9-hole due up here for Harding. It's Ashton Bryce. First pitch. Finds the zone from Schneider. Bryce batting .245. Bryce went 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a walk in game 1. That one misses just. Oh, never mind. A delayed strike call there for strike 2. So that looked like a decent pitch there. And it was, like I said, just a delayed strike call there from the home plate umpire. The 0-2 off speed popped up. Will be possibly playable. Miller comes over. Bounces out of her glove. Bounces again and can't quite make the grab. It's close. So they're getting close to that net there. Saves an 0-2 count to Bryce. Bryce, a sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. So put on the black and gold for the Bisons. Still an 0-2. Let's see if they go off speed again here. That one's going to be hit. Wade gets it on the bounce. Fires it. Miller in time. Out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup in Madison Fraley. Fraley batting .258 on the season. On deck is Nicole Shano batting .443. Fraley struck out twice and got called out on coming out of the box, so she's a slap hitter. See that the way she lays down a bunt there. Aaron scoops, takes a few steps, throws it to Miller. In time, out number 2. A great play there by Aarons. It was a smart decision to bunt for Fraley. She almost beat it out, but Aarons there to get it on the run. Never checked up and made the throw. It was almost a little high, but great reach there by Miller to pull that one in for out number 2. Brings up Nicole Shano. Shano batting .443 on the year. She's going to foul that one for strike 1. Shano, the junior out of Peoria, Arizona, and Sandra Day O'Connor High School. That's one of those high schools. That's going to be tough to make chance to. That's going to be fouled into the dugout almost. 0-2 count now. But yeah, Sandra Day O'Connor High School. 0-2 count on Shano. The 0-2 popped up. Brown's going to have to charge it and makes the grab. Out number 3, Harding goes 3 up, 3 down once again. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Bisons. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Ouachita on defense. They'll come back and try to add to their 3-run lead when we get back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Bridges out for another full inning of work after taking over in the bottom of the first after 1 out. They took over for Tansky. After getting pulled, checked her stats, leaves the game with a 63.00 ERA. Those 3 runs, all earned, were attributed to Tansky. Leading off here will be the 3-hole. It's Callie Jordan. So due up after that's going to be Jones and Miller, and if anybody gets on, it'll be Aarons. First pitch, strike 1 from Bridges. Jordan batting .381. She got hit last time up. Was the first of the 2 hit in the bottom of this first. She's going to foul that one for strike 2. Sun's officially gone down here at Sully Anderson Field. Just a little bit of remnants in the clouds. But like I said, you can tell it's starting to cool off just a little bit. Oh, 2 count here. Jordan stepping in, going to have to battle. She's had one of the hotter bats as of late. The 0-2 outside just misses. Ball 1. All right, so there, so that one was just a little bit outside. The 1-2, Jordan stepping back in, the senior education major. Foul that one to stay alive. Defensive swing for Jordan. Decent fans here today. So you can see a group of them there, all kind of bunched up behind us right here. So first couple games, for those of you who watched, I was up at the top at the top of that camera angle. is that one. So that one misses to make it ball 2. So 2-2 count now. Fouled again, stays a 2-2 count. Jordan doing a good job here battling with 2 strikes. We saw Brown do it in the first inning. So Jordan batting at 381. Off speed called, strike 3. Jordan thought it was high. It looked like it was up there, but it's going to be called. Strike 3. That's going to strike out looking. First one of the day. First strikeout looking for Bridges for out 1. That'll bring up Jillian Jones. She got hit and scored a run last time up. First pitch to Jones inside, ball 1, the senior out of Inez, Texas. Inez down in South Texas. Double major here at Ouachita in art and psychology. The 1-0 popped up on the infield. Jones will charge in and get Jones out. Quick 2 outs now for the Tigers, and that'll bring up Madison Miller. Miller walked. That brought in the first run of the day. Called strike 1, a little bit on the inside there, but caught that inside part of the plate, and yes, for strike 1. The 0-1 off speed there got Miller swinging early. Strike 2. Miller stepping in the battle here. 0-2 count. The pitch from Bridges. Low and outside. Harding thought that was it, but instead it's going to be ball 1. The 1-2 from Bridges. Low, ball 2, and runs the count even. 2's across the board now. Miller stepping back in. Gonna foul that one off to stay alive. So Miller does have a lot of power in that bat as that one rolled all the way to the fence. Yet to see her come up big on the home runs so far, or big on the hitting so far this season. She's batting 194 with 2 RBIs. Scored 3 runs so far this season. Another 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be lifted to left, and it will get down about a foot shy of the fence. It'll be just foul ball, though. A little bit straighter and a little bit more oomph under that one, and that one would be out of here. So Miller's due for a big hit soon. See what she can come up here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. The 2-2, it's going to hit her and hit in the box, so that will be another foul ball. On deck is Jesselyn Aarons, the 2 RBI single back in the first inning. And that did count as an RBI for Miller when she got hit. So it wasn't batted in, it was more hit in. But the 2-2 fouled once again. Miller putting together a great battle at the plate as she steps back into the box with the 2-2 count once again. That one's going to be hit, charged at by Shano, and she'll get to throw over to Harris in time. So Tigers take a little bit longer, but still go 3 up, 3 down. Fans for the Bison starting to get into this one a little bit, but still zeros for that one for the Tigers. We'll take another quick break as Tigers still lead by 3. Hardy's going to try to cut into it here, but Schneider will probably be out for another inning of work. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer. Caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Getting ready for the top half of the fourth inning. Tigers on top 3-0 over the number 24, Harding Bisons. Said Harding sitting at 14-5 on the season. Ouachita at 13-4. Or sorry, 4-13. Read that one backwards. So getting ready for this one due up. It's going to be 3, 4, and 5. It's Leah Harris, Chelsea Blankenship, and Emma Curry due up for the Bisons. Harris walked. So 0 for 0 on the day. Batting .410 on the season. First pitch outside for ball 1. Batting .410 with a on-base percentage of .486. That's going to be called strike 1 on the sweeping ball on that one. Coach Reeves is going to come tell the umpire to be better than that, quote and unquote. Ryan, you can put that one in your story. That's an official quote. We got it right here. Quote and unquote, be better than that. The 1-1. That one's up high for ball 1. Which, don't get me wrong, that was a bit of an iffy. Strike call. The 2-1. Outside. Ball 3. That one's going to miss for ball 4. Lead off walk here for the Bison. Puts a runner on with nobody out and brings up Chelsea Blankenship. She struck out last time up. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner coming in. It's going to be number 28 coming in. That is Macy Smith. I saw that last time for Harris. As a pinch runner. That one's popped up, almost hit the light. It's 0-1 count here on Blankenship, who struck out last time up. Batting .403 on the year, .368 with runners on base, and that's going to almost add to it, but Wade's going to say no. A great leaping grab for Hope Wade out there at short for out number 1. I thought that one was going to get over her head, but a great play there for Wade. That'll bring up the designated player, Emma Curry. 1 out now and a runner on first. That's going to be lifted into center. Brown's going back towards the wall, and that one will be out of here. And that 3-run lead has now been cut to 1 run on the 2-run home run for Emma Curry. That was a hard hit ball to center field. And just like that, Harding makes it 3-2. Brings up Jordan Cabana now with nobody on base and 1 out. That one just misses from ball 1. Tigers still with a 1-run lead. The 1-0 pitch from Schneider. That's going to be lifted in the left. Moyer's on the run. Makes a diving grab but lost it. At the last second, they're going to call it a fair ball, and that's going to be a 1 out. I don't know if that'll go down as a double or a or an error. We'll see what it gets ruled at. They're going to rule that as a double. Great effort by Moyer out there. Almost made the play. Had it in the glove, just couldn't hold it in as it hit the ground. That'll bring up Hannah Jones. Jones grounded out short last time up. That one's going to be fouled for strike one. The 0-1 from Snyder. Swung on in, missed. About swung out of her helmet on that one. Yeah, Jones wanted that pitch. I said that was up high. She swung out and the helmet about came off. So he swung out of the helmet. I guess next thing up is swinging out of the shoes. We'll see if that happens. 0-2 the count. Snyder looking to get out number 2 here. Foul. Stays in 0-2. Schneider still ahead in the count here. Popped up, back behind us. Jones batting .237 on the season. 0 for 1 so far today. Got on base once last game and had a hit with a hit and a run scored. And then, so for the day, she is 1 for 4 on the afternoon in total. 0-2 the count. All speed up high there. Couldn't get her to swing at that one. Good idea when you're heading the count like that. So you're up, still up. 1-2 in the count for Schneider. Schneider, the sophomore out of Glen Rose, Arkansas, and Glen Rose High School. That one's going to be outside, but a great snag by Maddie Terry. Keep that one from getting away. Two the count. The pitch way up high is going to get over. Runner's going to go. And no throw, not in time there on the pass ball. Or the wild pitch. That's going to be a wild pitch is what that should go down as. Yeah, but it will be ruled as a wild pitch from Schneider. One out here, runner on third. Tying run. Tying run on third base now. Payoff pitch. That's going to be hit to left. Moyer's going after it. Moyer makes the grab. The runner's going to tag. So the RBI sac fly ties it up. A great grab there by Moyer to get out number 2. Two outs now. We're waiting on the batter. I don't think Hannah Garrett realized she was supposed to be batting. I guess she might have mixed up the batting order. So Harding has tied it up here in this inning. Not sure what we're waiting. I guess we're waiting on Garrett. I guess she wasn't ready. Doesn't even have batting gloves on yet. So now she'll come on in. Garrett batting .298 on the season. 0 for 4 so far today. That's going to be skied into left. Moyer getting her workout in over there and makes the grab in foul territory for out number 3. Harding gets 3 runs back, 2 of them on the 2-run home run by Emma Curry, and then the RBI sac fly from Hannah Jones scored Cabana. So that will do it for the top half of the 4th inning. Tigers going to have to answer back and retake the lead here when we come back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up. Tied up at 3. Tigers being out hit by Harding 3-1, but still tied up at 3 apiece. Jesselyn Aaron stepping in, so it's 6, 7, 8. Aaron's, Terry, and Ornelas do it for the Tigers. If anybody gets on, it'll be the 9-hole Kendall Moyer. Shows bunt, but it's going to be called strike 1 as she pulled back on that one. It's starting to get a little bit darker out here in Arkadelphia. The 0-1 outside, ball 1. And Coach Reeves is going to go have a word with Bridges after she threw a strike and then a ball. A lot of quick meetings in the circle so far today. Not quite sure what that is about, but like in the bullpen you had Tuesday, Melton warming up. Saw there on the screen just a moment ago. Can't tell if anybody's in the Harding bullpen. Maybe she was saying the exact same quote to her pitcher that she told to the umpire earlier. It'd be better than that. So the quote of the night, if you will, for for Harding head coach Ashley Reeves. One 1 the count after the meeting in the circle. That's going to be hit over to Cabana, who gets it to Harris in time for out number 1. That brings up Maddie Terry. Terry struck out last time up. So you can see there Tuesday Melton in the Ouachita bullpen. First pitch called, strike 1 on Terry. Terry, the junior, out of Paradise, Texas. Oh, 0-1, fouled. Terry calls time. It says back out. Step back in here. Got a battle with 2 strikes. Tigers trying to take back the lead. Called strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Umpire not be. One moment, everybody. We just had a lot of cables go flying over here. That's what you might have just heard. I'm going to have to log off here for just a moment. And that one, well, let's say that one's going to be hit. That one's out of here for Lacey Ornelas, ladies and gentlemen. Home run, Lacey Ornelas, and the Tigers take a 1-run lead back on top, 4-3 from the solo home run for Lacey Ornelas. Well, I think we might be seeing a pitching change or something. I'll be right back here while I can fix these cables. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had some kids land on the cables over here and pull it disconnected from my laptop. That's going to be called strike 2 on Kendall Moyer. Trying to get settled back in here. So 0-2 count on Moyer. Moyer coming in after that solo shot from Lacey Ornelas. That one's up high for ball 1. Ornelas, like I said, who just had that one, was the junior out of Spring, Texas. One, two, the count. She's going to hit that one over to Cabana at second, and that's going to be an out. For out number 3. But Tigers do get one more run back on the solo home run from junior Lacey Ornelas, and Tigers back on top by 1. It's 4-3 Ouachita when we come back with the top half of the 5th inning here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. So luckily, whenever they did unplug it, they just unplugged the Ethernet cable and they did knock off a headset. But trying to keep an eye on the 3 children over to my left that are playing dangerously around the audio cables and Ethernet cables. The Tigers back on top by 1. Due up for Harding, it's 9-1-2. It's Ashton Bryce, Madison Fraley, and Nicole Shano. First pitch there from Shiner will miss for ball 1. That one's going to be outside, but a good grab by Maddie Terry to save it, but it's still ball 2. The count. That one's going to be called strike 1 from Schneider. The 2-1. That's going to be hit. Charged at by Ornelas. Ornelas can't quite grab it. That's going to be an error on her. She'll point to herself and say so. So she'll reach on. Bryce reaches on an E4. That'll bring up the leadoff Madison Fraley. Fraley, the slap hitter, shows bunts up in the air. Schneider gets it, but nobody's there to cover first. I don't think they would have been able to get it anyways, but a great heads-up play there by Schneider to get out number 1. That brings up Nicole Shano, the leading batter on this Harding team, now batting .437. She's 0 for 1 today. Got hit back in the first inning. Did have the solo home run in game 1. Called strike 1. Runner goes. Here's a throw from Terry. Not quite in time, but it was on the mark. Solid throw from Terry. As Harding is a very aggressive team on the bases, but like I said, it is now a 1-1 count, as that one was called strike 1. That's going to be hit. It's going to get under the glove of Aarons. Moyer gets it. They're going to send her home. Here's a throw to Terry. It's a little bit off the mark. Can't quite get there. That's going to be an RBI double. We're tied back up. The throw from Moyer is a little bit off the mark. And tied back up at 4. That'll bring up Leah Harris. Harris 0 for 0 today, 2 walks. Runner on. And it looks like we will have a pinch runner or somebody coming in for Shawano because coach is going to call time. Looks like 39 is going to go out there and run for Shawano. That is Wow or Wall. I'll call Wall. Harris stepping back in. In game 1, Harris had a couple RBIs. Or had 1 RBI. Called strike 1. That one's popped up. It is playable. And Aarons makes the grab. Good play there for out number 2. That's going to be hit through the glove of Aarons. Moyer gets that one. They're going to send it around. Here's the throw. Off the mark again. And that's going to be an RBI triple for Chelsea Blankenship. And Harding takes the lead. Harding now leads at 5-4. That brings up Emma Curry. She's 2 for 2 today. Had the 2-run home run earlier. That one's going to be up high near her head for ball 1. The 1-0 up high. 2-0. That run did go down as unearned. That's popped up. Miller comes over and makes the grab to finally get out of the inning for out number 3. Harding gets 2 back there and takes a 1-run lead. They lead at 5-4. Tigers going to try to answer back as we get back here with the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Headed to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Harding leads it by 1 now. It's been a crazy back and forth ball game. Tigers going to have to try to battle back here. Due up at the top of the lineup, though. It's Hope Wade, Heather Brown, and Callie Jordan. If anybody gets on, it'll be Jillian Jones. Tigers have been able to successfully answer back the past few times that Harding has scored today. or here in game 2. Let's see if they can do it here. Like I said, top of the lineup due up for Ouachita. Let's hope Wade. Tigers did commit 2 errors in that previous inning. Wade stepping in. She's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored and a fly out in the second. She'll foul that one into the Harding dugout for strike 1. A 1 count on Wade, the junior from Fort Worth, Texas. Calling strike 1. Calling strike 2 on that one. Wade is known to slap hit every now and then, but she's going to have to battle here with 2 strikes. The 0-2 is going to be hit. Foul. Wade stays alive. Umpire has not been the most consistent of callers so far today. That one's going to be up high for ball 1. So 1-0, or 1-2 count now. There it goes, scoreboard updates. That one's going to be fouled, but a slap hit there. One-two count on Wade. Tigers trying to battle back here as they now trail by 1 after leading by as many as 3 today. Popped foul. The 1-2 again to Wade. Popped foul again. Wade doing a good job battling now with 2 strikes. Should Wade batting .383 on the season. Wade due for a big hit here. The 1-2. That's going to hit her, not the hit I was talking about, but I'll take it there. That'll be a free lead on base runner. That brings up the center fielder, Heather Brown. Brown is 0 for 2 today, looking to get her first hit of the afternoon. Here, batting .224. Brown had 1 hit in the first game and made it on base with a hit by pitch. Meeting in the circle. Another meeting of the minds out there. As Coach Ashley Reeves heads back to the dugout, trying to encourage her players. Brown lays down a bunt, a beautiful bunt, scooped up by Shawno, but they do get it in time over to Cabana, but it does get Wade over to second base. It should go down as a sac bunt, and it does. Wade now standing on second base. Scoring position for the Tigers. Callie Jordan steps up, the senior out of Crystal Beach, Texas, and Port Neches High School. First pitch to Jordan is going to be hit. That's going to get down over into shallow right. They're going to send Wade around. She's got some wheels, and she is safe, and the Tigers tied up on the RBI single from Callie Jordan. We are tied up at 5 here, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great job there. She really showed off the speed of Wade. It looks like we will have a substitution coming up. And it looks like we might be seeing a new pitcher. And that will be the case. We'll be seeing a new pitcher coming up. Interesting choice there as Bridges, that was just the second run she'd allowed, but short leash shown again here. That's going to be number 27. That's going to be Abby Birch. We'll stay here with this one. So Abby Birch stepping in. Number 27, the sophomore out of Romance, Arkansas. Up around BB, that's where she went to high school. About North Central High School is where I'd put it. Give you some stats on Birch. Birch coming in with a 3.71 ERA. She's only pitched 5 2/3 innings. This will be her 5th appearance. She's 1-0 on the season. Like I said, 5th appearance. All of them in relief. And in those 5 2/3 innings, she's given up 6 hits and 3 earned runs. Walked 1, struck out 3. Has given up 2 home runs though. Opponent's batting just .261 against her. Like I said, let's just see. Like I said, hadn't pitched a full game and has given up 2 homers and a dangerous batter coming to the plate. And Jillian Jones, the runner on first in a tie ball game. Jones is 0 for 1 today, hit by pitch with a run scored, and then it popped up to short last time up. She'll be the first one that Birch gets to face here. Called strike 1. Fouled back for strike 2. So Bridges, I believe, pitched 4 full innings. Jones battling here with 2 strikes. The 0-2. That's going to be hit into right. That's going to, oh, what a grab by Garrett out in right field. I mean, that ball was smoked, and Garrett was able to make that grab on the run. I mean, that was a fantastic play. You got to give credit where credit's due on that one. That was a great catch out there in right by Hannah Garrett. A little bit further, and that one would have been gone. Great play out there in right field. That brings up Madison Miller with 2 outs now and a runner on first in a tie ball game. Fouls that one back for strike 1. Miller, the senior out of Nashville, Arkansas. Business administration major here at Ouachita. The 0-1. Called strike 2. The 0-2 fouled back. Inside. Oh, that looked way inside. But it's going to be called. Strike 3. And out number 3. Tigers get 1 back on the RBI single from Callie Jordan. And we're tied back up at 5 apiece. We'll be right back here with the top half of the 6th inning when we come back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
And welcome back here for the top half of the sixth inning. Ouachita, number 24, Harding, tied up at 5 apiece. Due up for Harding, and Schneider's back out for another inning work. It's going to be 6, 7, and 8. It's Cabana, Jones, and Garrett. Cabana is 1 for 2 today with a double and a run scored. Schneider back out for her 6th inning of work. First pitch, fouled. Strike 1 on Cabana. Cabana, a sophomore out of Fairview, Texas, and McKinney High School. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. That's going to be hit into left. Moyer takes a few steps back, tries to track it, gets under it, and makes the grab for out number 1. Moyer's been busy out there in left field so far today. Was able to haul that one in. Brings up Hannah Jones, the shortstop. Jones is 0 for 1 today. Does have an RBI sac fly earlier. Won't get the opportunity for the sac fly here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. I guess they're going to try to call an illegal pitch from the first base umpire. And legal pitch warning, I guess it's called. It's going to stay an 0-1 count according to, or no, it will be 1-0 count now. Not sure what was illegal about it, but that was the call. So 1-0 count now after the swing and miss. That one's going to be called strike 1. Schneider getting ready. A 1-1 count now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Should be strike 3. Umpire went to ring him up like it was, but should be strike 3 right there, but instead it's a 1-2 count after the illegal pitch call. The 1-2 up high, ball 2. Schneider's got her swinging 3 times at this one and hadn't touched it yet, so give Jones something to swing at. Said Jones out of Keller, Texas, and Keller High School, listed at 5'10". Senior on this Bison squad. The 2-2. Fouled. Stays 2-2. The 2-2. Smoked, but foul. Still a 2-2 count. Schneider having to battle here when it should have been a strikeout 2 pitches ago. Off speed. Hit again. I think that might have hit a car over there. I'm not quite sure. The 2-2 again, outside, ball 3. Schneider a little bit frustrated here. I mean, well, definitely warranted. A little bit of frustration. Getting the signs from Terry. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and out number 2. Schneider battled around that illegal pitch call and still picks up the strikeout. I believe that's her second of the day. Big out number 2 there, and that brings up Hannah Garrett. Garrett 0 for 5 on the afternoon, batting .293. She came in batting .321. Fouls that one for strike 1. Garrett from Clifton Park, New York. Made the long trip down to Searcy, Arkansas. Bet that must have been a culture shock going from New York to Searcy. One count now. One. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Schneider really putting the off-speed and braking stuff in here. Bisons haven't been able to really know what to do with it. The 1-2 goes fastball there, fouled back. Stays a 1-2 count. Schneider ahead though. Terry gets it and she'll fire it back in too. Schneider. Terry's doing a good job behind the plate tonight. So just her. Second start. The 1-2 outside, ball 2. Trying to get her to chase at a rise ball there. That was a little bit outside but wouldn't go. Good plate discipline there by Garrett. Actually, Garrett had that amazing catch in right field on Jones at the bottom half of the 5th inning. The 2-2, way off speed. That was, like I said, left up. And it's going to run the count full. Oh, it looked more like a slow pitch. Full count here with 2 outs. Payoff. Called strike 3. Just what the Tigers needed there, and they get out of the inning and force Hardin to go 3 up, 3 down. Still tied up at 5 apiece. Like I said, Tigers are going to look to retake the lead when we come back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Due up is 6, 7, and 8. It's Jesselyn Aarons, Maddie Terry, and Lace Jordan Ellis. However, I know Terry's due up, but they will be having Reagan Harper come in and pinch hit. I just saw that announcement. Jesselyn Aarons starting off. She is 1 for 2 today with a 2 RBI, single back in the first, and ground out to second last time up. Aarons, a freshman out of DeWitt, Arkansas. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1. Birch out for another inning of work. She faced 2 batters last inning and put them both down. That one's going to be called strike 2. Looked a little low on Aarons, but still called strike 2. Consistency has not been the name of the umpire behind the plate for this game. The 0-2 to Aarons. Called strike 3. The second called strikeout for Birch. That brings up Reagan Harper, the pinch hitter for the Tigers. Harper, the freshman out of East End, Arkansas. Now it's going to be inside for ball 1 to Harper. Harper played for Sheridan High School, former Lady Yellow Jacket, majoring in sports management and computer science here, so double major here at Ouachita. Harper did have a home run for the Tigers in their 8th game of the year against A&M Kingsville, and she will look at strike one there. Harper batting .333 on the year. She's going to hit that one right into the glove of Jones, the shortstop. That's going to bring up Lacey Ornelas. Last time up, Ornelas had the solo home run. Could use one of those again here. So Ornelas, the junior out of Spring, Texas, in Klein Oak High School. Kinesiology major here in the Huckabee School of Education. Called strike one. Said Ouachita's been laying off a lot of those first pitch strikes so far, as Ornelas is behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be up high to make it 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled. Strike two. One-two count on Ornelas. Ornelas has a chance to come up big here for the Tigers. Came up big earlier to tie it. 1-2. Fouled again. Stays alive. The 1-2. Swung on in, missed. Strike three. Tigers go down in order right after the Bisons. And it will stay a tied ball game as we get ready to head to the top of the 7th inning. Said it's 5-5. Ouachita and number 24, Harding, tied up. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 7th inning. So you're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the top of the 7th inning. Could be the final inning of play here. It's the final regulation inning anyways. And due up for Harding, it's going to be 9-1-2, so a tough part of the lineup for Schneider to face. I know we saw Melton warming up earlier. She might come in and close. She's done it a couple times this year. If Schneider gets in any trouble, I feel like that leash is going to be fairly short. Ashton Bryce stepping in. Bryce is 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error earlier and grounded out as well. She did score a run back in the 5th inning. An inning in which she did not lead off, or she did lead off that inning. Shows bunt, misses, strike one. So that was a fifth. She led off in the 5th inning, leading off here in the 7th. Reached on an error by Ornelas. But stepping in here with an 0-1 count. Schneider for another inning of work. Up high, ball one. Schneider. They've given it 5 hits and the 5 runs today, only 3 of which were earned. Fouled for strike two. One to the count. Bryce stepping it back in. Bryce from Frisco, Texas. The 1-2 from Schneider. Off speed. Swung. Fouled. Stays a 1-2 count. Stepping back in. The 1-2. Hit. Wade can't get there in time. That's going to be a leadoff single. Almost tries to turn 2, but won't. So leadoff single for Ashton Bryce. The double play would be huge for the Tigers here, but I think they've only turned 2 this season. Looks like we do have a pinch hitter coming in. It's going to be number 30, Ashlyn Peterson. We saw her come in earlier in game 1 to pinch hit for Fraley. Last time up she came in, she got a single and scored a run. That was her first hit of the season. She's 1 for 3 overall in the year. That gives you your 333 average. Tiger's going to have to work around the leadoff single here, so we'll run her on first and nobody out. Getting ready to start again after everything was put back together on the umpire's sheet. That one's going to be left up. Terry's going to have to be ready for a runner to go. So Harding's been aggressive on the bases. The 1-0. That's going to get away from Terry. Terry gets it on the bounce. No throw. Was called strike 1, though. Bryce now at second base. One count from Schneider. Coming down to the wire here. That one's going to be left up high, but a good grab by Maddie Terry. That one's going to miss for ball 3. If Schneider walks Peterson, I'd almost say go ahead and go to Melton. But Harding is number 24 in the country for a reason this year. Schneider getting the sign. Hit into right. Jordan gets it. Here's the throw. It's going to be in time! Got her out! The fans want obstruction, but a great play from Callie Jordan and Maddie Terry to get the lead runner out. The initial ruling was out. Ashley Reeves upset about it. They're going to talk to the umpires. They wanted obstruction, but Terry wasn't in the lane from where I could see. She's going to give the umpire a mouthful all the way down to third base. They're going to put back in Fraley to come run like we saw in last game. I thought Reeves was coming back down to give the home plate umpire another mouthful, but it's just one out and a runner on first now for the Tigers. That is 2 great tags today made by Maddie Terry, and 2 fantastic throws, one by Brown and one by Jordan. Outside, ball 1. Still tied up at 5 apiece. Potential game-saving play right there. 1-0 the count. The pitch, fouled, strike 1. So Nicole Shano in. Dangerous batter to have in. She's 1 for 2 today with an RBI double. Came back in the 5th inning. And she's batting .444 on the season. One of the GAC's leading batters. Got a 1-1 count, 1 out, and a runner on first. Got to be careful to Shano. Tried a home run in game 1 today on Madison Miller. She'll call time and step back out. The 1-1 up high. A few innings ago, that was called a strike by this same umpire, but now it's going to be a ball. Two-one the count. Hit. Wade can't quite handle it on the bounce. It's just going to end up being a single. Both runner holds up. That was a ugly bounce there for Wade to try to handle it. I think it'll go down as a single, and it will go down as a single. That will bring up Leah Harris. Harris, 0 for 1 today. He's been walked twice. 1 out on the board. Top of the 7th inning. Tigers trying to keep this one a tie ball game as they can have one more chance to hit at the bottom of this inning. First pitch to Harris, called, strike 1. Catches that outside part of the zone. Oh, 1 the count. Schneider to Harris, up high. Good snag by Maddie Terry, though. 1-1. Harris batting .403, back above the 400 mark. Had an RBI single back in game 1. Flown out a couple times today. That's going to be fouled for strike 2. Schneider ahead in the count here. Tigers need out number 2. It'll take a lot of pressure off of Schneider. The 1-2 up high, ball 2. I said Leah Harris trying to battle here with 2 strikes. Schneider trying to win the battle. The 2-2 hit. Great job by Miller to touch the base for out number 2. Fielder's choice on that one. Couldn't quite get up to get there, so she'll put her hand on the bag and get it. Big out number 2 there. Tigers now just an out away, but both runners do advance to second and third. So basically just acts the same as a sacrifice bunt. Blankenship up now. She's 1 for 3 so far today, or in game 2. Had 3 doubles in the first game. Up high, ball 1. Got to be careful pitching to her. Does have an RBI single back in the 5th. Struck out back in the first to Schneider and lined out to Hope Wade in the 4th when Wade had made that great jump out there. The 1-0 to Blankenship. Misses up high, ball 2. So Schneider, like I said, not wanting to pitch too much to her. Like I said, a lot of power in the bat for Blankenship. Blankenship, like I said, out of Hazlet, Texas, and VR Eaton High School. The 2-0. Popped up. Wade comes over. Wade makes the grab for out number 3. Tigers work around a leadoff single to capitalize it all off. The throw from Callie Jordan into Maddie Terry to get that tag on Ashton Bryce was a game-changer, momentum shifter here in this inning. And Tigers will have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th when we come back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. It's 9-1-2 due up. Tigers tied up with the Bisons, 5-5. A chance to walk it off here. So it's 9-1-2. Kendall 0 for 3, 2, or 0 for 2, 2. Round outs to second. That's going to be popped up over to third. And a quick one-pitch pop-up for out number 1. To the top of the lineup we go. Wade's 0 for 1 today. Has been walked once and hit once, so she's made it on base twice. 2-out base runner would be huge here. Wade stepping in, the junior from Fort Worth, has a chance to do something big here for the Tigers. We said Birch in for another inning of work as she'll throw strike 1 there. That one misses low for ball 1. The 1-1 to Wade. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Wade's going to have to battle here. We've seen her battle earlier today. Just going to foul that one off to stay alive. Get that ball back into Birch. Wade will step back in. Wade can get on base. It'd be big. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3. That'll bring up Heather Brown. Brown is 0 for 2 today. The sacrifice bunt and pop up and a ground out to third or ground out to first. Tough break here for the Tigers. They can't get this one. Brown has a chance to come up big for them here. That's going to hit her, so that'll put a base runner on with 2 outs for who's arguably the hottest hitter on this Ouachita team in Callie Jordan. Winning run, standing at first. Jordan stepping in. Jordan said she's been a base hit machine here lately, batting .386 on the year. Had the RBI single back in the 5th inning. It's going to have to be in a corner to score Brown from first. Unless she can go ahead and poke one out of here, which I haven't seen her do. That one's going to be inside for strike 1. Jordan surprised about that one. A little bit inside. Unless Jordan can come up big here, looking like we might see some extra innings. Granted, Jones is on base, and Jordan can find a way on. The base hit here would be huge because it could move Brown to third. Called, strike 2. It looked like that one was going to be on the outside part of the plate, but instead it's going to be an 0-2 count on Jordan. A little bit of inconsistencies here in the ball and strike calls. The 0-2 to Jordan. Jordan going to have to battle, hits it up. Jones handles it, can't quite get there, and that'll put 2 runners on with 2 outs for Jillian Jones to come up now. See if that goes down as an error. I believe it will. That will be an error, and E6 is what the official scorebook says. That brings up Jillian Jones. Jill's been hit once, had an RBI earlier. It looks like we might see a pitching change or just some encouragement out there. Jones absolutely roped one earlier to right field back in the 5th inning. A little bit further, that would have been an opposite field home run. But a great hit there by Jordan running that one out. Jones with a chance to walk it off for the Tigers here. The winning run at second base. A well-placed base hit will definitely score Brown as she's got the speed. Tigers looking to upset the number 24 team in the country and get their first GAC win of the season here. Jones stepping in. The senior from Inez, Texas with a chance to come up big here. First pitch. Called strike 1. The 0-1. Fouled, strike 2. Jones now has to battle. Jones, an art and psychology double major here. Let's see what she can use that psychology for it either. Clear her own mind or get into the mind of Birch, the pitcher. Birch has given up a couple home runs this season, and one here would be huge. The 0-2 to Jones. Fouled, stays alive. Jones is seeing it. Still an 0-2 count on Jones. Jones stepping in. The pitch. Fouled again towards the dugout. Jones is staying alive. It's going to be a hard battle here for Jones on this one. A well-placed base hit will definitely score Brown and walk it off. 0-2 count. Low and inside, ball one. Good job by Jill to lay off that one. 1-2 the count now. Jones stepping back in. That was hard hit, but it will go foul to keep it a 1-2 count. Hard hit ball, but runners on first and second here. Brown at second and Callie Jordan at first. Like I said, Jones had a solo home run against A&M Kingsville the other day. Chance to come up big here. The 1-2. Fouled it off again. A great job battling. Jones actually has 2 home runs on the season. I think she had one against Christian Brothers as well. Or is that against Oklahoma Bat? No, I can't quite remember who it was against, but it's a 1-2. Fouled again. Jill is doing a great job battling up there. Jones did have, like I said, had that first home run against A&M Kingsville. The 1-2 popped up back behind us again. Oh, Jones, like I said, had her second home run in game 1. Can't believe I forgot about that one on here. That felt a lot longer ago than the second inning of the first game today. Jones has already homered today. The 1-2 again, hit up the middle. Jones is going to try to cover. They're going to pitch it over to third, and it will be there in time. So they'll get Brown headed to third on the fielder's choice. And we have some free softball coming to y'all. We're going to be heading to extra innings now. Still tied up 5-5. We'll be right back here after a quick commercial break on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 8th inning. 2 up for the Bison. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7. Emma Curry up, leading off. She had a 2-run home run back in the 4th. She's 2 for 3 today with a .417 average. Called to strike 1 from Schneider, back out for her 8th inning of work. That's going to be fouled for strike 2. Though 2 inside, ball 1. Trying to get her with the off speed there. One, 2 the count here. Up high, ball 2. Schneider a little bit frustrated with that one. Curry, like I said, batting here. She's had a pretty good day today at the plate. Had that 2-run shot back in the 4th. Got to be careful what you throw to her. The 2, or that's going to be lifted into right. That's going to get down, and it'll about 3 hop the fence before Jordan can get it up and throw it into second. It won't, almost in time. It was a good attempt there. Got a leadoff double for Emma Curry. Tiger's going to be tough to work around that one. You got to make. I feel like Schneider probably has a pretty short leash right about now. That brings up Jordan Cabana. She's 1 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. Shows bunt, jabs at it way up high. Runner does not go to third. And it will be strike 1. I thought they were going to have a pinch runner possibly come in. Umpire thought she was coming to complain again. It looks like we will have a pinch runner. It's going to be number 3 coming in. That is Allison Hyatt. No, yep, number 3. So Allison Hyatt coming into pinch run now. Oh, 1 count on Cabana. Shows a bunt, lays it down, scooped up by Aarons. Ornelas gets the out, but does advance the runner over to third. One out now. The go-ahead run for Harding, just 60 feet away. Brings up Hannah Jones. Hannah Jones is 0 for 2 today with an RBI sac fly. She could do that again here, but she struck out last time up. Fouled for strike 1. Schneider and the rest of this Tiger defense is really going to have to bear down here. The 0-1. Not sure where that missed. That's been a strike all night. It's going to be ball 1. The Harding dugout getting pretty crazy over there, getting loud with their chants and whatnot. It's a 1-1 count. Sky to left. Moyer's going to get under it. Look for the tag. Here's the tag, the catch. The throw is not going to be in time, and Harding will go up by 1. It's 2 sac flies on the day now. Harding goes up 6-5 on the sac fly. Both of those sac flies did go out to left field. Out number 2, though. Nobody on base now. Tigers just down by 1. Hannah Garrett, who's 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 6 on the afternoon. Watch this ball 1 go by. Garrett out of New York. It's going to be high for ball 2. Tigers need to get this out here. It's going to be tough to get try to come back on this one. Due up, you've got 5, 6, and 7. Called, strike 1. It's 2-1 from Schneider. Called, strike 2. Twos across the board here. Schneider trying to get out of this one. Outside ball 3. The payoff pitch. Popped up, back behind, stays full count. Stays a full count. Schneider trying to win this one to get out of the inning, only allowing the 1 RBI sac fly. That one's going to miss up, and that will be a 2-out walk. That brings up Ashton Bryce, batting .250 on the season. She's 1 for 3 today. Reached in last inning before she got thrown out at home. Foul ball, strike 1. Hit. Aarons can't quite get there, and Wade can't pick it up in time. It was a good effort there by Aarons, but she can't haul it in. Back to the top of the lineup, though. And Madison Fraley. It's almost the exact same what happened last time. Except they did get Peterson to pop. No. Peterson did get the hit, but Fraley back in. 0 for 3 in this game. It's 0 for 6 on the evening. One 0 count. So she's batting .250 on the year, but has not reached base today. Pops that one up. It's going to be foul, and Miller can't quite get there. Strike 1. On deck, however, is Nicole Shano. Nicole Shano on deck, batting .452 and 9 homers on the year. Need to get this out here. She's going to look to slap here. She's choked up on the bat. Look to slap her bunt. I don't know where that one missed, but it's ball 2. Runner goes because Schneider wasn't paying attention. And that's going to put a runner on third base. Schneider was frustrated with the pitch, which was understandable, but that's going to put runners on the corners. Two 2-1 count here, 2 outs. Slap hitter at the plate. That one misses. 3-1 count. Tigers just need an out to get out of it. And only allow the 1 run. Foul ball, strike 2. Full count here. Schneider trying to get out of the inning. The payoff pitch from Schneider. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Schneider gets out of it after giving it the 1 sack fly. RBI that brought in Curry. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers have 3 outs to tie it or walk it off. We'll find out what happens when we come back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact. More than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. It's a 1-run ball game despite a 7-hit difference between these two teams. It's 6-5 Harding. Tigers putting up a absolute fight. The 4-13 Tigers have given Harding all they've wanted today. Madison Miller stepping in. She is 0 for 2 today with an RBI walk and a strikeout. Birch back in for another inning of work. She's going to be hit right off of her foot. Nobody's quite there to cover. Oh, what a great play to Harris. They're diving in on Miller to get that one. It was close. Tough break for the Tigers there. Good job running it out there, but Reeves is going to go check on her pitcher, I guess, after the hit. But stuff like that, that's just how the season's been for the Tigers so far. Tough breaks like that. A good effort by Harris. Jesslyn Aaron stepping in. Aaron's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Batting 163 on the season. Called strike 1. Popped up foul. Strike 2. Aaron's a freshman from DeWitt. Choked up a little bit on the bat looking for base hits. The 0-2. Out. A once again delayed strike 3 call for out number 2. That brings up Maddie Terry. Terry is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Terry, the junior from Paradise, Texas, has been behind the plate all day. First one there misses. The 1-0 to Terry. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1. Hit up the middle as we charged that. There's going to be called foul. The right play. It went off her foot, which is the correct call. Thank you, third base umpire. He was the one behind the plate the first game. He's been pretty solid today on calls. It's a 1-2 count. Terry's going to have to battle here. Terry taking a breather after having to dive at first, so taking a second there. Terry stepping back in with a 1-2 count. 1-2 the count. Fouled. She stays alive to see another pitch. Give you an update on the baseball game here in just a moment. Harding up on Ouachita 7-1 in the first game. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Another called strikeout. And that will do it. Tigers fought to the very end there. Coach Grimes, understandably, giving a few words to the home plate umpire, as that was not some great play calling there at the end. And that will be at the final. It's Harding 6, Ouachita 5. In both games today, Ouachita gave the number 24 team in the country every single bit that they wanted and fought down to the very end, but the cards just would not fall right for the Tigers, and they're going to try to bounce back and reclaim at least one GAC win tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning here back at Sully Anderson Field. It's just a tough couple breaks here in these two games for the Tigers. Just a tough break there. I'll give you some final numbers here from Live Stats. Try to get all this put back together. Sorry, it's not wanting to cooperate with me too well right now. Emma Curry with 3 hits for the Bisons. Shano with 2. Curry also had 2 RBIs, and part of that was that big. Like I said, she had that double. She was the winning run for the Bisons. Winning pitcher will go to Abby Birch. Pitched 3 2/3 innings, giving up no hits, no runs, and 6 strikeouts. Loss goes to Schneider, as it was her game all the way through 145 pitches through 8 innings, giving up 4 earned runs off 10 hits, struck out 4 and walked 3. Will bring her season ERA up to a 4.5. With just a tough break all the way around for the Tigers. On the batting side for Ouachita, really only 3 hits in that game. Jordan, Aarons, and Ornelas all had hits. Ornelas had that solo home run today. Aarons picked up 2 RBIs. Jordan had 1. But Tigers are proving that they can at least hang with anybody in the country. They're going to try to bounce back and at least salvage a win in the series tomorrow. Like I said, thank you all for tuning in. I want to shout out the OSDN crew for tonight. You had Coleman Callan switching and running graphics in there. Also had Bailey Redden, Chloe Vinkman, Noah Brown, and Jill Parsons all helping out today. I'm Matthew Branch. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back here bright and early at 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Right back here at Sully Anderson Field. Hopefully we'll start to stream at about 10:45, so we'll see you then. Thank you for tuning in to another rendition of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.